right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special podcast episode in particular. I'm here with MTSU Skyfall. We have AJ and Mr. Poppin, if I'm not mistaken. That's right.
Yeah. Yes, it is right.
Okay, cool. I remembered you both.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
Yeah. It's great to meet you both, too. So today is the Purdue 2024 Invitational. We are hosting a big Splatoon tournament here at Purdue, and as a PodCCAst member for the CCA, I figured why not bring on some of the teams and chat with them for like 20-30 minutes. So with that all in mind, why don't we get things kicked off today, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so MTSU Skyfall, huh? Mm-hmm. You guys are pretty new to the scene, relatively speaking. Ink Raiders Alpha and Bravo crashed onto the collegiate scene a few months ago, and things have changed up a little bit since then. With the spring season 5 of the CCA League now in session, MTSU's Skyfall is now Division 1, formerly Division 2 with the Ink Raiders Alpha team, and Ink Raiders Bravo is now Ink Strikers, and they are Division 5 in the CCA League, so pretty cool stats overall there. Could you both kind of introduce yourself real quick and maybe give us a fun fact?
Okay. Hi, I'm Mr. Poppin, and I think the funniest fact is that I think we decided we don't want to be Ink Raiders anymore, and then our junior varsity team was like, "You're right, we don't want to be Ink Raiders anymore." So we all kind of swapped off. We actually had one of our friends do the art for our logo right now.
Oh, great!
And
okay.
We're actually getting more art for our characters to have like a little banner for it, and I actually can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yeah. Shout out to at Pixels in the CCA Discord. You can find her in there. She does all the art for both our varsity and university teams. She's quite talented. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And anyways, my name is AJ. Y'all probably see me around the server every now and again. I'm consider myself somewhat active. I've been with the Splatoon program here at MTSU before there was a Splatoon program. I helped set it up, and I play the frontline role as well as one of our cooler options for our team.
Great. All right. So I wanted to kind of walk through, just a quick run of memory lane. So, you guys have made quite a bit of progress as a collegiate scene at MTSU, and also just in the collegiate scene in general for Splatoon, with you guys going from Division 2 to Division 1, for instance, with Skyfall, and with your scene seemingly gradually growing, which is really exciting. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So last fall, Krona and Mizuno, during the CCA podcast, had a chance to talk with AC Drift and Squid Daddy from the formerly known Ink Raiders Bravo. And they chatted about how your scene originated and what that kind of all initially looked like. And since we have you two both who were former Alpha members, now Skyfall members, I figured why not ask about your perspective and like what you both were able to add to helping this scene grow and ultimately being in a place where it is today.
Well, I would definitely say our beginnings here were quite rough. It was very much a hodgepodge put together at the last minute. We got our first entrance exam was our first time ever playing with each other because we just got enough people at the last minute. And then after the entrance exam, we okay, this is our final team. We suddenly get, including Mr. Poppin over here, and as well as Brandon, our captain, who placed top 3 in NA, coming hey, can we join in? And then now we're trying to fit them in, and we ultimately decided to split into 2 teams. And then by the end of all the chaos, by the time we get into the CCA with Ink Raiders Alpha, we've all just met and formed. So even though we were all mechanically skilled players, it was definitely quite some work to learn each other and grow together. But now that we've had a whole season together and an off season, which we have been very much active in practicing in, we've definitely found our place each of us found our place on the team. We've each found our style, how we communicate, and we're much more settled. And I feel like in that sense, that allows us to play a lot better, which helped us edge out into Div 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, with that, I think our first match of the CCA was like our first match as a team.
Oh, no way.
So we didn't have that much practice of course we tried to, but we didn't.
Sure.
Again, we never got to understand like how we worked well with each other, or what we wanted to do with our team, like whether we want to play more aggressive or backline. I think we just during the off season it kind of settled out because again, you could see me go from different weapon to different weapon because at the time I thought I was just okay. I'm just the jack of all trades. You just put me where you need me, and then that's what happens. But overall, then I slowly fizzled out into like the frontliner and something aggressive. I will say I've now just recently picked up the Splat Dualies, and it's so much fun. I love it, and Crab is also really good. So.
And also another thing I'd point out as well with our team is that I believe back in Inkers Alpha we didn't have Dav yet, so Brendan.
That's true.
So we did have Kinoko, who now plays on our Ink Strikers team as their captain, but Kinoko and Brendan were the only people who've had any competitive tournament experience whatsoever.
Really? Yeah.
I was just fished out of the solo queue trenches as a tri-slosher one trick thrown onto the team.
And they took me straight out of Turf War. I know it's criminal to say it, but like for like so long I only played Turf War because I didn't like ranked.
Oh, really?
So like when I say this is our first time playing as a team, that's our first time playing competitive as well.
Wow.
So like the fact that we made Div 2 at all was already a miracle to us.
We were shocked. We always were saying
losing our minds.
we were saying that this is so much Brendan carry. Like
I think that's fair to say, and I think that did ultimately help you guys out a lot though, because you were able to perform pretty reasonably well, everything considered, in Division 2 last season.
Yeah.
I don't think we never got 4-0'd during our last season. So I think that also helped us with our mental, seeing how we can do this, and we just as long as we keep improving, we can go higher from that. And we did.
Yeah. And like he's saying it's all Brendan carry, which was probably, due to our initial placement. But I believe I like to credit Brendan a lot. Everyone has all had their part in the team, but Brendan in particular has been an excellent coach for us, who has really helped all of us find our place on the team and how to play to our strengths very well. Like he is very much like the glue that's held us together, at least skill-wise, with growing.
Definitely.
Totally.
Yeah, even though like our initial placement might be by that, I like to say, of course now we're in Div 1 by the end of the tournament, like I think we earned our spot where we got seated as a team.
You guys have had like a really interesting start to the season too. You guys kind of shocked a lot of the members of the community with your sweep last week. Do you want to talk a bit about how that week 1 match went?
Yeah, well, we definitely shocked ourselves as well. I'll say that.
Wow. Definitely. I don't think it gets again streamed. But we almost lost our second game, but we took it to overtime and we won again by 1 point. But still, Comet Blasters was still a really good team to fight against. We still played out the rest of our matches, but again, they didn't get recorded. They did take 2 games off of us, so I'd still like to say if it played all 7, it would be like we definitely wouldn't have won. We would definitely would not have sweeped. But we also
that's a secret. You're not supposed to talk about that.
We'll cut it out maybe.
It's fine.
You talk now.
Okay.
I lost my train
Putting
of
on the
thought.
spot.
Yeah, definitely Comet Blasters were very strong opponents. They were not easy to sweep. Not only was that tower game went to overtime, but I know the Clam Blitz game went to overtime and our Rainmaker game went to overtime. So they were all very close matches. Rainmaker, I thought they were going to have us for a second when they were on that push. If I didn't jump in at the last second.
Yeah, you did kind of do a hero play there. We do have the replay codes if anyone wants to post them.
Totally. Yeah, feel free to share this.
Yeah. Another thing is we all just got back from something during the day because we played at like 9 at night. And
I was fresh out of like church. I'm sitting here in stone like a freaking polo shirt and khakis, being like, all right, let's go.
And again, we definitely still played our best though, because I do know as soon as that 4th game hit for AJ, he's like, relief.
A giant sigh of relief.
What do you mean we're playing all 7?
Did you end up doing a play all 7?
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. Do you want to talk about what happened there?
I didn't play the games 5 and 6, but I did play 7. So.
I'm gonna say I don't remember the specifics of the ones after the set as much. I definitely felt a bit of our team, including me, kind of relaxed a little bit. We were still trying, but I feel like at that point we're like, okay, we won the set.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I
definitely.
We won the set. I'm getting applesauce. See ya.
I also wanted to touch a bit on how your esports scene like kind of originated, or how like esports look at MTSU. AJ, I was told that you were pretty involved in that previously, right?
Not in esports as a whole, no.
Okay.
So I'm a freshman. So
Definitely,
I just joined college,
Mm-hmm.
and I was one of the AC Drift was the person who proposed having a Splatoon team in the first place
All right.
to our esports program, and I was one of the first people he contacted to help with that.
Mm-hmm.
And due to difficulties on his end, he wasn't able to fully help us start off. So I ended up taking the role as captain during our entrance exam, actually.
Oh, wow.
So I had a hand in helping establish the early phases of our team, getting everyone together, and just. I wasn't the main man involved at all, but I definitely had a pretty strong hand at the start of our team trying to get everything organized. And the funny part was as well is that Brendan kept contacting me to join, thinking I was the freaking captain and game head.
Well, at the time, we actually didn't have a game head. Splatoon was so fresh off the scene that this semester, we actually had to like get a whole new role for that, and now we're like probably one of our better teams here at MTSU.
No, yeah, we've been told multiple times by our moderators that like we are the highest performing team they've had in a long time.
Just in general?
In general, yeah.
Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Across all the esports, like you're beating out the Rocket League people, Valorant
Yeah,
people.
we're beating Rocket League. I think Valorant's the only one. Valorant is like close to us, but I still think we edged them out, if I'm right.
I think so.
Uh-huh. And then we're definitely beating Overwatch.
I think a lot of people are beating up Overwatch for a variety of reasons right now.
All right.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah, so that's really exciting to hear, like all the progress you guys have made, and that's something I also wanted to touch a bit more deeply upon during this interview. So we've seen both MTSU teams progress quite a bit since they had their kickoff last season in Season 4 of the CCA League. And since MTSU Skyfall is now a Division I team, I wanted to ask you both what the off-season looked like for you guys, and what progress you were able to make kind of within your community at MTSU.
Ooh, that's actually a really tough question because we didn't really do much, but we did a lot at the same time. Because we definitely wanted to rearrange stuff, as you saw, Kanoko is now one of our JV captains, and we definitely wanted him there because he's had the competitive experience. He knows how to like nitpick and tell like, okay, you shouldn't stand here, you should stand here. And I definitely know a lot recently, actually, like when the semester started up. We did a lot more VOD reviewing than we ever did in the first place. We did a lot more scrimming. We didn't actually really scrim. Funny enough, we did try to scrim this previous week, but one of our team members actually had a fire alarm pulled out in their, what was it? It was in their dorm room. Yeah, it is.
Oh no!
And everything was fine.
Yeah.
It just we had to cut it short because he had to be gone for a while, and we that day was so hectic. But
and going back to like how we were on the off season, like you said, we did not a lot, but we also did like everything because we did very little like actually scrimming people and playing, but it was all like strategy. We were VOD reviewing, we were talking, we were like this. That's when we started establishing everyone's independent role on the team and what you do. That's when we brought Dav onto the team.
He's been doing great too.
Dav has been.
Shout out to Dav.
Dav has come in swinging.
Shout out to Zazo too. We're shouting out all our
Shout out
team
to
here.
the singing team. Yeah. So there's definitely a transition period for us. Again, not as much actual playing the game practice, but a lot of just sitting down, looking back on what we've done, and establishing ourselves, and getting ourselves together to hit season 5 even harder, which I definitely say we've definitely done.
Agreed.
Yeah, so, I mean, in terms of Season 5, you guys had a great start already, winning your Week 1 match. How do you think the rest of the season's going to go for you guys with that all in mind?
We're definitely going to try to take that and motivate ourselves, saying like, all right, guys, come on, y'all. We got to do this. And I definitely think we're going to obviously try for it, but I don't think we're beating Red Embers. Red Embers is going to be a really hard team to beat.
You never know.
You never know.
We can at least take some games off them, you know.
Yeah.
We're definitely not. We're not letting up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going in. I believe this might just be biased because I'm on the team, but I believe we do have the potential to make it to the playoffs and possibly even win the championship. I mean,
agreed.
It's doable. I say it's very doable for us, and we're very excited to see what we have in store for the rest of the season. We're definitely not letting up at all. Our positivity and motivation has never been higher.
Awesome. Yeah, like in terms of Red Embers, they're in a particularly interesting spot this season too. So I'm not sure if either of you know, because this was Season 3 of the CCA League. However, in Division 2 back then, Marsh, a large and like very great Splatoon player, was able to... there were just a lot of difficulties where teams ended up having to reschedule them, or they had to reschedule, and it ultimately resulted in this giant run with his team against everyone else in like the last reschedule week. So Red Embers, I don't know, you might be in luck, you might not be in luck, we'll see. So they're in a bit of a particular situation with that, so I just wanted to shout that out there. And also Corona Beer from Red Embers is actually at the Invitational today, so
oh, really?
Definitely say hi
nice.
when they get here, for sure. I guess like going a bit more back into MTSU and getting back on topic, what does like your coach and mentor situation look like? I think you've mentioned Brendan a few times.
We're definitely that's definitely a work in progress.
Yeah.
We have been considering bringing on a dedicated coach, but
exactly.
so far, like I mentioned before, it's mainly been Brendan the one coaching us, but also Zazo very recently has also taken up a mantle, mainly as our main like VOD reviewer, who will also pick apart where we are, and that's definitely both Zazo and Brendan at this point, or you might know him as Nova.
Yeah.
Definitely our two main. Not coaches, but just leaders when it comes to
strategy making.
Yeah, strategists and keeping us together on the same track and coming up with what we should do and how we can improve. But of course, everyone has their own hand to play as well. Though.
I will say, I've taken up the mental for that, but for JV, just because it's fun doing that. VOD reviewing is fun when you know what to look for, and to just it's also fun if like the nitpicking people. It's again. Just finding where people need to improve on, just looking for stuff like that is just not only is it beneficial, but again it's entertaining sometimes because there are some funny moments. During our little scrim match before the tournament, I kill Lumi in our scrim and then I fall off the edge. And stuff like that. It's like those funny moments are probably like the best part in the.
That's why we play.
So this, if I'm not mistaken, is your first LAN. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
everyone on the team first LAN.
Literally everyone from MTSU? Wow. Okay. So that's really exciting in of itself. However, what do you guys plan on doing moving forward into the future? Are you looking at Riptide? Are you looking at other LANs? What are you looking to do in the grander collegiate and competitive scene?
We're definitely already looking at Riptide. It's just budget stuff right now. And just getting, again, permission from our university to go. But from that, I think we're also thinking of, I know it's in the talks, that we're also trying to do our own LAN, but for like the South.
Yeah.
And again, probably have maybe UTK come down. Yeah.
The Krakens.
The Krakens, yeah. Sorry, they swapped it from Entrix Exam, I think. But just stuff like that, trying to get more things. Again, we have it's all in the works though.
Yeah, this is all hypothetical at this point in time.
And yeah, that's it really with the land situation.
Yeah, this definitely is just a case of how much our esports program is willing to support the Splatoon team at this point. But yeah, like as the team, we are definitely wanting to do a lot more of these in the future.
That's like really cool too that your esports like officers and just community are like willing to really pull together and to like help you guys as much as they kind of reasonably can.
Yeah.
That's honestly not something you see that often. Like here at Purdue, like even though we have this like big cool invitational and everything, like that we don't actually see quite as much support in the grand scheme of things. You could honestly say that we BS a lot of it into reality. Like we're just like throwing enough crap at it and eventually it becomes real.
That's kind of been us as well.
Yeah.
We've very much been making the most of every little bit of support we can get and running with it.
We actually have 2 members on our teams, on our media team, so that kind of just already helps us get more out there.
Gotta love biased news, am I right?
Yes. We didn't pay them. They paid us. I'm kidding. But yeah, just stuff like getting out the word for our esports stuff. I definitely don't think most of our university even knows about us, I'll be honest.
Not really, no.
Yeah. We're
very much making splashes in the Splatoon community, but then our university, like, oh, hey, those guys exist.
I will say we have been in talks with our news guy, or like he's known as the MT news guy.
Who needs to know
What does that mean? Like
Middle
MT news guy?
Tennessee News.
Yeah.
Just basically, he runs the I think he's in like the newspaper. He'll write articles and he'll ask again interviews like this. Shout out to Jace the Ace, but with the X for the first A. He's in our thing, and he actually does really good content, and it's good to see.
Yeah. Like what do they do? Like this is completely brand new to me.
Yeah. So basically, I think their last video they actually pulled up with like the entire interview. Did a great voiceover over it, and just tried to bring more light to the Splatoon community.
Yeah.
Or the Splatoon community on MTSU.
Yeah, get some good footage of us struggling and open, am I right?
Yeah.
So like getting that footage, I guess. Like, do you guys have a lab at MTSU?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not nowhere near as extravagant as what we have
this
here, but
one's really
we
cool.
do have a dedicated esports lab. We have couple PCs and some Switch docks up there.
And we're actually as our scene grows, we're actually trying to get more funding with it. And right now we actually had to scrape together some headphones because we only have 6 of the of not these ones obviously, but of the ones that we brought. And then we just had to okay, we need to get more headphones. But yeah, as our esports scene grows, it's kind of growing along with us, I'd say.
Yeah, I definitely say we've helped make a push in our esports league for them to grow. I feel like we're definitely one of the more vocal teams we have there. And with as akin to that, and I feel like our results in the CC have helped us have some sway in that as well.
Yeah, it doesn't help that Rocket League and all their 3 players are very well.
Oh no. I mean,
we love you, Rocket League, we promise. They've definitely gotten very hype about our results. So like they have told whole times like y'all are probably the best team in Tennessee, and like keep hyping that up. And
We beat UTK once.
yeah, I know, right?
They're the only other Tennessee team that we know of.
That's not the important part. We don't. That's in the fine
you leave
print.
that. You leave that out. You leave that out.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, we don't know exactly the specifics how seriously they take it, but they definitely consider y'all quite a credible, at least a fairly credible league.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And the fact that like it's grown to the extent it has is really exciting too. You two probably don't know this, but I was actually a part of the very first season of the league. Back then, it was letters instead of numbers for the divisions. It was Division A and Division B. I think there were like maybe 4 to 6 teams per division. So it was like significantly smaller. And the fact that we're at the point now where, if I'm not mistaken, we started off with 134 teams this season is ridiculous. From like around 12.
Yeah.
that first month.
The rate of it's growing is actually like insane.
Yeah, like even me, I'm like, wow, we're like in the top 18 out of 135 teams.
Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous.
We're not like,
Especially with the power thing that TCA posted. Like, we're 2?
yeah,
Currently you're ranked 2 overall.
Yeah, but I know for me personally, I very much had to like said I've just come from playing solo queue ranked for years, and I'm just kind of sitting here and like, how did we get here again? What happened? I feel like we just.
It's a
okay.
blur.
Okay, we're here. Okay, we're top. we're top level now, I guess. Woo.
Maybe. Have you guys looked at doing like other tournaments like low ink by chance, or what's your involvement with
We
that?
definitely have, although
don't think
our
Brendan can.
captain can't play because he got top 3 in NA.
Oh no!
He
Wait.
literally cannot go in.
Okay.
But we've had eyes on other tournaments, but
Yeah.
nothing has been set in stone for us yet.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, it would be really interesting to see like how much of a wave y'all can make in like the non-collegiate stuff too. So I was curious about that as well. I kind of want to like start to bring the interview to a close as we like kind of reached around the half-hour mark. So what is MTSU as a whole looking to accomplish in the near future?
Winning.
Winning.
I mean, that's up there.
Taking W's.
We are definitely wanting to expand our, just like you said earlier, get more funding to our esports program. You know, our esports program is very much still not at its the highest it can be. We're looking to just improve our lab, improve our equipment, just get a better space for that. We definitely want to push our teams harder. You know.
Because like right now our lab is a computer lab. Teachers can reserve it for their students and stuff like that. And we're actually, there is something about in the talks for not only building like a whole stadium for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And but also moving the lab to the, was it the KUC?
I think so. KUC sounds right.
KUC, yeah. And just trying to grow that scene there, or like make it more bigger. Here at MTSU, we have the highest vocabulary.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Yeehaw, ye old Splatoon team. Let's go.
You'll definitely hear it in our callouts.
Oh no! You got to hear Michigan State's callouts. They have like some actually unhinged things that they spit out. So definitely be in the room when they're playing.
We got a wee old whippersnapper dropping in the mid.
I think we have a bit now saying like, what's it? Carpet in the house. What?
Whoa!
It's like an obscure reference, but like, it literally happened today. So
What does that mean?
you find out.
Find out? Okay, yeah, I guess watch the stream. I guess before I forget, I also wanted to ask, what was the process like to kind of getting here to Purdue? Like, this is really surprising that, like, we were able to get kind of the turnout we did, and the fact that y'all were also able to show, so, like, we're excited to have you, but, like, how was that like?
Aside from the grueling and dangerous journey of a 6-hour car ride,
Oh, no.
that faced many toll fees, and by
5
toll
people
many,
in
I
a
mean
car
one.
that holds 4.
Uh-oh.
No, it holds 5. It has 5 seats.
As the person in the middle seat, I don't know about that, Chief.
You made it here. I don't see any other car. We had to get for junior varsity. We actually had to get their mom to like drive their van up.
Yeah, I did know
all of
there was a
JV's
parent.
mom. They all have one mom.
AC Drift's mother. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was like a little confused because I'm like, okay, is there like do
We're
you guys
all
have
one
a fan?
big happy family.
Yeah.
You got the
Not
got the-
legally.
Not legally. Yeah.
We definitely share the blood like it though.
Yeah, but back on a topic.
Yeah.
We definitely go through quite a few loops. I wouldn't say it was the biggest catastrophe trying to get this handled, but we did have some issues of communication definitely, and some stuff came up last minute. But we were able to smooth some things out and make this happen. So, you know, we definitely worked to get here, but so we're not leaving without some wins.
Yeah, I hope to see you guys get some like really exciting games in today, and I think that we'll definitely see that.
We're gonna put on a show. Well, that's what we
So.
do. We put on a good show.
We might throw for content, you know? Just kidding.
Quad
No.
YouTuber.
Have fun with that.
If I see something funny, I'm gonna go for it. I'm letting you know now. This is before we play, by the way.
Yeah. For context, Skyfall hasn't actually played their set yet.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking to see that later. But yeah, thank you for both being here. It was really exciting to be able to do a special episode of the podcast today and interview Skyfall, you, AJ, and then also you, Mr. Poppin. So yeah, do you have anything you want to shout out?
Just like let us know how we do, you know. I know this is coming after, so just like leave it in the comment section or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, besides that, I'd just like to say shout out to everyone at MTSU Esports for just helping us get here in the first place.
Professor Lewis clutched up.
Professor Lewis in particular, that man is
He
a
is
legend.
amazing.
Without him, we would not be here right now. And I got a shout out for, but any and all artwork you see of Skyfall, I'd shout out at Pixels for that. She is an incredible artist. So definitely, shout out to her. She's might not play for us, but she's definitely an honorary member of our team, I'd say.
Shout out to my mom. She brought snacks.
Absolutely. MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? I don't think there's anyone else.
Yeah. But just thank you for having us. It's been an honor.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. See you all later.
Yeah. Peace.
All right.
Zane.
Surround him.
Surround him.
Everyone, including Zane, clap.
Oh, and me.
3, 2, 1. Just Zane clap. No, just Zane just clap.
What's happening?
Pencil.
No.
This is our dedicated pencil player.